A1A fam, what is up, you guys? To all of our YouTube subscribers, our TikTokers, I mean, we can't be where we are today without you. So, on that note, as promised, I said I was going to read a lot of these comments because you guys definitely participate. Whenever we say comment, you guys comment. Whether it's good, bad, funny, sad, mean comments that make me mad. I don't know, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. But because of your support, and as promised, we're going to read a lot of these TikTok comments. We don't do too many videos with Leo, much going to the park anymore. I mean, our channel's pretty much revolved around aquatics. We have a lot of fish. We go fishing a lot. We do a lot of outdoor stuff when we can, when I'm not working. So we kind of focused a lot of our content based around those subjects. So we're going to do something a little different today because on YouTube, it's taken off a lot more so of fishing and animals, like I just said, as opposed to our TikTok. They're almost two different, entirely opposite spectrums of content. TikTok, it's mainly this. Right here, Leo. Leo, our dog. Leo is a hairless dog. And let's get down to the fun question and answer post that is what I pretty much instructed everyone to comment on, because that seemed to have most of the focused comments on question and answers about this dog that so many of you want to know. This may take a while because there are so many of them. I mean, there's a lot. Let's see. Let's open up that Q&A post, Leo, and let's get started. I just made a TikTok post right now as we're getting ready to film this as well. And you guys still did not fail to participate just as asked. I said comment below. So those will have a little more or less comments on them on our most recent post as opposed to the older Q&A post, which was about a week and a half ago that we made that on TikTok. So being that we have less comments on the most recent post, I'll actually read those comments along with your usernames on TikTok, as long as there's not over 100 by the time we get to this video. And I know you guys comment pretty fast, so at least I'll read as many as I possibly can. As long as we could pull up this old Q&A post. It's taking a little bit because when you have, I think we're at close to 800 videos on TikTok, it takes a little while to load up. And if this is your first time here on our channel, welcome. My name is Adam. This is A1A Adventures. This is Leo, also known as Leonidas, who is named after the movie 300. If any of you had you get Leo's name, or what inspired you to name Leo, is King Leonidas. If you've ever seen 300, which is an amazing movie, starring Gerard Butler, he plays a Spartan leader, a king, King Leonidas, for the Spartan 300 soldiers that defeated a big army. That's the story of the movie, but that's also the story of how Leo got his name. If you haven't seen the post that we're talking about, the Q&A post, let's roll that clip. So if you guys remembered a little whiles back, I had a post, and it was a Q&A, question and answer, on Leo. And I want to do a YouTube video on it. Let me know what you think. I'll take all the questions, like hundreds, and let's answer them. Yes or no? Let's go! Now let's get to reading those comments. Let's get to reading them. I'm going to lower my phone, because it's probably going to keep playing this. Oh no, I paused it. Alright, we're good. Alright. Oh, your dog is so cute. Oh, that's a nice one. Always with the tongue emojis, too, mind you. A lot of people add those tongue emojis because it applies, obviously, to the dog. So let's see. We got, is that a Chihuahua or not? And the dog is cool. Leo was actually sold to us as a hairless Chihuahua. I will post a picture right here. And that is what he looked like, actually, as a baby. I mean, I think he was 6-7 weeks old when we first got Leo. We've always had dogs. We even used to own a dog washing grooming shop. We've always been in love with dogs. Now I own a barber shop. I've been a barber for 15 years, so a lot of experience in cutting men's hair and even some women's hair. But I even took a little hiatus from cutting people's hair, and I actually cut dogs' hair for a little bit. So we've always had, that wasn't while we had Leo. Leo is 6 years old. The dog grooming facility we used to own was about 10 years ago. AJ, my son, he's 11. He was just born then. So that was a while back, but we've always had dogs. We have a huge place in our heart for dogs. However, this is the least amount of dogs we've ever owned. I've never had just one dog. We've always had 2, 3, 4. Even my grandma lived with us for a little bit when I was living with my parents back when I was 18. We even had 5 dogs at one time in one house, which is crazy. That's too many dogs. If you have that many dogs, comment below, please, because we got to have a talk. But let's see. The next comment, yes, of course, yes. Never know when it comes to Leo. Aw, why is he so cute? I don't know. We ask this all the time. That's why I'm obsessed with posting about Leo. You took Coco, dog. How dare you? Yes, that movie Coco is one of my favorite animated movies. I believe DreamWorks made that, but it's great. I mean, it's definitely, it explains a lot of, I think, the Day of the Dead with Mexico and the Mexican culture, but the Zolo breed is indigenous to Mexico. So the Zolochi, I'm not 100%. I know it's XOLO if you want to look that dog breed up. And that one is a larger hairless breed, similar to Leo. I mean, they can have the mohawk look. They can have sporadic hair throughout certain areas of their body, whether it's just their ears. Leo only has the mohawk, the ears, a little bit on his face, and on his paws. The Zolos as well. They typically have a mohawk and a little bit of fuzz or hair on their tail, but that's a great movie, Coco. And yes, because of Leo, we love that movie too. Oh, my heart just exploded. You dropped this crown. I love you, dog. Hey, I'm the one who said you can name it Alan, and you didn't name it that, I guess. Well, we just started TikTok a year ago, and we've had Leo 6 years, so we weren't going to change Leo's name. I'm sorry. He is so cute, by the way. Can I have a shout out? Emirio11. There's your shout out. As you spelled it, shout out, but there's your shout out. Goat. Leo is a goat. He may look like a hairless dog, but he's actually a goat, which stands for the greatest of all time. Check out some of his viral TikTok posts. I mean, maybe you'll see why. You need this, with a award emoji. Why no one liked? No, a lot of people liked this one. You just commented so early. Oh my God. OMG, I really want him. I fell in love with him. How old is he and when did you get him? Like I said, we got him 6 years ago. We hit that question. Oh, I wish I can have him. Maybe one day if we do fan meetups or if we, we'll be in a certain location, of course we'll have Leo. So stay tuned. You may see us one day in public with our dog. And if you do, definitely do not be shy and say hi. If you're in South Florida, I mean, we're always working. I'm always vlogging. We're always TikToking. We're out in public. We circulate, sometimes, but usually it's the typical stores that you would go to on your weekend. So if you're lucky enough to see us, definitely do not be shy. Say hi, and you will absolutely get a shout out. We'll do a TikTok right on the spot. I don't care. How old is Leo? Leo is 6. Why is he so cute? I don't know. It's probably going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records soon as one of the 9 wonders of the world, so I have no idea, but we'll soon hopefully find out. Scientists are still trying to figure this out too. Hi. Yes. First one to like, when did you get your dog? And why does he have his tongue out all the time? Not in a mean way. That's not a mean question whatsoever. Mean questions are soon to come. But why does he have his tongue out all the time? His tongue is too big for his mouth. His tongue is so big, I mean, it is always out, no matter what. There's rare situations that we actually call him a real dog. Of course he's a real dog. But we call him a real dog when his tongue is entirely in his mouth because he actually looks like a real dog instead of a derpy face. Because we definitely know he has that high key, not low key, that high key derp. People say he has wincy eyes and people say he has a derpy face, but hey, derpy dog to the fullest. I know that. Let's see. I might steal Leo. You don't want to do that. You get in trouble. Don't steal. But you can borrow Leo. We'll let you borrow him. How's that? I want a Chihuahua. We have been looking, by the way, for another dog, and it's kind of just if the right one is there, maybe would get it, but it's not a huge priority right now. We're very busy with a lot of things, so I want a Chihuahua too. So I'm right there with you. Zizzy wrote that comment. And on the last comment, this one was actually pretty tame. We only had 42 comments on the Q&A. So it looks like a lot of you TikTokers who did comment on this recent post that I posted right before we're shooting this video right now, I'm going to read your comments along with your username, so you'll get a little more notified. You'll get a little more noticed, shall I say, for your comments in this. That's it. That's it for this one. That was on the Q&A video. There are so many videos. Ever since I posted this video, all of you guys have commented on Leo's all other videos. There's always a question. There's always a question, always a question. So I'll try to get through as many as I possibly can. I'll even pull up some other posts and just even search for some questions too. We'll check that out. But I'm now going to go to the most recent post, like I just said, on TikTok. I'll read your comments, and then we're going to go to those 2 viral posts this week that, let me see. I know one hit over 2 million and the other one is at 1.5. All right, so one's at 2.6 million, one's at 1.5 million. I'll read some comments from there. I'll read the top comments from there. I'll read the top 10 comments from both of those posts with your usernames. Stay tuned. Watch this whole video, by the way, if you want to see if your comments are read. Mind you, it's very important to, stay subscribed to this channel, this YouTube channel. Also to stay followed on our TikTok, because if we do read comments like this, and we're going to go down the list, you want to be first. And by first, I don't mean commenting the word first, which is very common on TikTok and YouTube, of course. So you actually want to ask a question that we'll read, instead of first or anything else. So let's go. So let's go ahead. So this is the post that we just posted. Where did you get him from? From Rhino with a bunch of underscores. Where did you get him from? We got him from, it was a local breeder who specialized in apparently breeding Chihuahuas. So we trusted that he's a hairless Chihuahua. Still have kind of some contemplation because he wasn't registered with AKC or the CKC, which is the American Kennel Club and the Continental Kennel Club, the CKC and the AKC. He wasn't registered with either or, so it's like buying any other dog from anywhere else. Of course, we do condone and we're a advocate to rescuing dogs too. A lot of people ask, which I'm sorry if you're not getting a direct, shout out for this, because it does get asked very frequently. Is he a rescue? Along with other questions too of why he looks the way he looks, but he's not a rescue. But we always say, like, it's kind of cliche, but he rescued us. Leo found us, we found him, and he gave us love in our hearts. So he rescued us. This dog is a rescue on that note. Love Vid by Eric Liao. Thank you. Doggo Blanket. This is his favorite blanket. If you ever see him, and I'm surprised we've never gotten this comment, like CEO of unmade beds, or why is Leo always in an unmade bed? Leo loves messy blankets. And Leo is always, there's some posts where you see me open the cage and stuff. I mean, he's only in a cage maybe 2 hours out of the day, if that. He's always free roaming in the house and stuff. So we always like to have messy blankets around because he's hairless. He has no hair. So I don't want to keep spoiling questions because I want to keep reading down the questions, but I know how common these questions are because it relates to the blanket. Why is he always shaking, or is he cold? And yes, he is cold. So and we always keep our air conditioner at normal stagnant temperatures when we're not home, 77, 78. But when you have no hair, it's like walking around as a human being without any clothes on. You'd be cold. So we always leave blankets for him, and this is his favorite blanket. These little plushy blankets that they usually sell, I think, at Walmart, or you can get them online. I mean, they're pretty cheap. You can get a decent blanket for like 10, 15 bucks. Super soft. This dog loves them. He actually feels the texture of the blanket because there's no hair as a barrier in between the texture of this blanket and his own skin. So it's like actually really soft for him. He loves it. So, let me see, Doggo Blanket by Cool Kids. Drops comment on Q&A video. But is his mouth or tongue ever dry? Great question. Robloxian State Trooper. All right. We use it. I don't know if you've ever seen that old post we had. It was a coconut oil jar that I actually dipped in. And I'm trying to think, did I do that behind the scenes or did I actually show myself doing that? I swore I dipped the coconut oil, my finger in the coconut oil, and actually pet his tongue. You can actually put a little bit of coconut oil on the dog's tongue, and it will actually moisturize it naturally. And it's better than vitamin E oil. Vitamin E oil is more topical, but coconut oil, shea butter, cacao butter, those are all natural foods that you can actually use that are food grade, so they're edible. Which also for hydration on the skin. Does the skin ever get dry? Skin will get dry, so those are also great topical, lotions that will soothe dry skin for a dog. Also, if you have a hairless animal, guinea pigs, rats, dogs, I know it sounds really weird, but other species of animals also come in a hairless form. And if you're going to condition their skin to not over dry or anything, you want to use food grade products. If you don't, there could be detrimental health effects because they will lick their skin, and that's like us eating lotion. And if you notice, if it's not an all natural lotion and if you can't read the ingredients, and I mean basic language, if you can't read those ingredients or can't sound them out, if they seem like a scientific formula, it's probably not natural. Do not use it. Always look for natural products or food grade products because all products root back to a natural form. And you want to use that to maintain your health, your pet's health, all around. That's my health tip of the day. So, thank you. Star Last Sky. Hey, doggy, how many times do you go outside to play? Outside to play, I'd say, here's a problem with Florida. In Florida, we have different kinds of grass. And Florida is actually pretty dangerous for certain dogs that do have allergies to the grass. I believe it's called Bohemian crabgrass. I don't know why it's crabgrass, but Leo gets very red and itchy paws when walking in the grass, and then he tends to chew and bite. So outside to play, more so for walks. So that's a very frequent thing, at least twice a day, outside for walks, on a leash. But however, in the grass and playtime, not so much. The dog parks in South Florida, though, are equipped with a different kind of grass. It's more of the golf course kind of grass. I forgot what kind of grass that is, but it's very soft. It's grass like you have up north, and not so allergenic. It's more hypoallergenic. So that's the only place you'll find that kind of grass around here is in dog parks. How much time do you spend with your dog? I spend so much time with my dog. You have no idea. As you see, sometimes people even ask that question, why is he always crying? He's crying because he wants to be picked up. He wants to be held. He always, if not, we're dealing with like a baby. He's not even trying to get out of my lap, nor will he move all day. If I sat here all day, if I moved from the couch to the bed, from the couch to outside, all Leo will do is literally follow me, always want to be in my lap, always want to be held. The dog and I bond like this. We're like this, okay? Promise. So, we spend a lot of time together. From when I'm home, every second I'm in this house, he's either following me around or he's in my arms. So, great question. Cute Dog Love 523. You actually had a couple questions. That's cool. You should make your doggy room. Yeah, we should build a doggy room. That actually would be cool. We used to breed bearded dragons and ball pythons for years. So the only time he moves is when he gets a little uncomfortable. Maybe sometimes if I'm getting too excited, I'm too hyped from all these questions. We used to breed ball pythons and bearded dragons. We used to always have a reptile room. So I actually am used to sacrificing a certain room in my house, dedicating it to certain animals that I have, or now we have a lot of fish, but they're more spread throughout the whole entire house and in every room but our own. Just so, I don't know, I sleep really good with running water, but I don't know. Apparently Margot does not, so we don't have one in our room. Let's see, so does your dog have his own room? No, he does not. Does your dog have his own blanket? This is still questions by Cute Love 523. Right here, boom. Like I said, it's his blanket. Sophia Villalola wrote, aw, thank you. Hudson C 4176 wrote, hi. What's up, Hudson? Aiden underscore Summerballs wrote first. You actually were first. Thank you. Once again, in our future comments too, if we do more videos like this, please comment below if you guys want to see more videos like this. I have no problem reading all of the TikTok comments, reading your usernames. If I have to do this shout out where it's more of a permanent shout out, which is better for your account as well, than going live and just shouting you guys out, which is great too. And thank you guys for participating in our lives when we do go live on TikTok, which I know isn't more frequently, I promise you. We will be doing more lives soon. But as for now, if you guys do want comments read and usernames, basically shout-outs, comment other things but first. But because Aiden was first and he did comment first on this request post for your participation, I'm reading it. Thank you, Aiden. Red Time Freddy says, gimme blanket, gives blanket. You are spoiled. Leo, nah. Leo is always in denial about how spoiled he is because he is a spoiled dog and he doesn't like to be called out so much. But you guys call him out for us. Poopy! Oh, goodness. And on that note, who's that? Bugs Trulio? Trulio? Poopy. Yeah, this dog, I mean, they're like, you almost can't even find them. It's like a rabbit. Hello, Eric NP. What's up, Eric? All right, so these are the first 17 comments. I haven't refreshed this post. I'm almost scared to see how many more comments there are, because you guys are savage. You guys are savage. There's only a couple more comments. Let me see. How do I get one like Leo? Junior, the random TikToker, asked. How do you get one like Leo? Let's see. Honestly, we're looking for another one like Leo. It's just the search is eternal. Possibilities are endless with hairless animals. So you really just have to look diligently. I don't really suggest local classifieds, but it can't hurt because you don't know who's out there with a great dog. Your next companion, whether they're, you say cute, I say beyond adorable like Leo, but it's hard. You honestly never know. You never know where you're going to find your dog. You could walk into a pet store, PetSmart or Petco. They could have an adoption day at your local pet store, and you can meet the love of your life. So never restrict your searches to just one source. Always look. If you're looking for a loving companion, it's out there. You'll find it. There's so many dogs. Since we've been in quarantine, all we've heard is stories of shelters can't keep dogs in. I mean, that's amazing. I just don't want to hear about the sad numbers that if people got in over their heads and this was their first dog, they don't know what to do, and it was overwhelming and they had to bring them back. That I wouldn't want to hear. I wouldn't be happy about. So just make sure you're ready for a dog, and if you have a dog or if you're looking for your first dog, just stay diligent, look, and when you know you find the right one, you'll feel it, just like we did. And we also like exotic animals. So, as I said, we were big in the reptile industry before, in the pet trade. So that was always a big passion of mine, is to find things that are different. That's why we chose and went with Leo, is because I knew when I saw him, sold. Let me see. I want Leo, just like us, every single day, said JX Senia. Let me see. Doggo Blanket, Cool Kid said. That's actually the name, Cool Kid says. Dog Blanket, yep, that's it. Key to a hairless dog's content and happiness is a blanket. Trust me on that. Yes, I was just going to look at my wrist, but I don't have a watch. Who wears a watch anymore? Anyway, so I'm looking at my phone, looking at the time. Look at the time. I can't believe I've been babbling on, reading your comments for the past 20 minutes. You guys have sat here. You guys have amazingly supported us with our watch time.
Who wears a watch anymore?
Our viewership, everything about it, our follower count. I can't thank you guys enough. This is the least I can do, is read your comments on a YouTube video about my hairless derpy dog, Leo. And we call him Derpy only out of the kindness of our heart. I didn't even know what Derpy meant. I didn't even know what Derpy meant until I think one of my younger nephews or something. I mean, I just feel old. So, and they're like, oh yeah, it looks derpy or derpy. I think maybe my son said that. Maybe AJ said derpy one time. And I'm like, what does that mean? And he's like, look, it has a derpy face. Look, he wasn't even referring to Leo. He was referring just to a generic derpy face. And I'm like, okay, wow. And he's like, yeah, it's kind of like Leo. Then he said Leo. So that's where Derpy stuck with Leo. Derpy, I don't know. Young generation, thanks for coming up with a name for this dog. Thank you so much for watching. All of these comments were amazing. Oh, really quick, like I promised, at the end of this video, I was going to go, and I still am. 1 second, I got to type in my password. I'm going to go to those viral posts. I'm going to quickly scroll down and read the top 10 comments on each. Some of them are savage. Some of them are too savage. And, let's see. All right. So this is the Life in Prison video. It's titled, the thumbnail on our TikTok says Life in Prison, and Leo's biting my hand, okay? And he's not vicious whatsoever. But I do want to do a TikTok of how he plays, because he plays rough. This little dog, he gets vicious, and you guys never really see that, other than this post that got 2.6 million views, and it's still climbing. It gets a couple 100,000 views a day. So if you've seen this post, boy, these comments, it's got 500,000 likes on it too. That's crazy. 14.9 thousand comments. So I can't read 15,000 comments from this post, but I'll read the top 10. Woo! 29.5 thousand likes on this comment by Maddie_X. Goodbye. It looks expired. Leo, you look expired? Come on, Maddie. Goodbye to you. Emily Block 1. Someone said it looks expired with the crying emoji. Aw, thank you, Emily. Sticking up for the expiration date on Leo. And it's funny. Maddie, that was a cute comment, though. Midget in car seat. The guy below me said goodbye, it looks expired. That's funny. Bunny Honey, this dog has COVID-23. Oh. Well, I'll just like that comment since, thank goodness, it's not COVID-19, right? It looks flaky, Braceface said. It looks flaky. Aww. Leo just said Braceface looks like a brace face, so you guys think alike. That's funny. Thanks for the comment, brace face. One push, your dog is dust. What? One push, but that dust, this atmosphere would be so privileged to have that dust floating around in it. Let's see. Can't read that underscore, because, yeah. Something AF. The chicken before my mom cooks it. Woohoo! Your mom would be so lucky to have a meal this good to cook. It looks like a raw meatball. Except a raw meatball doesn't taste this good. Who put the ashes together again? What? Savage. Scarlet Krina. Once again, guys, just comment. I don't care. Look, this dog has thick skin. As you can see, he has a lot of skin. We all do. So, and honestly, dark humor is dark humor. Humor is humor. Comedians, come on. We can't be so sensitive in 2020. Toughen our skin up. 2021's around the corner. Come on. That's not a dog. That's a rat. You know how many times people say, that's a rat. That's a rat. Rat emojis. I think that's hilarious. Because honestly, until I had a dog this small, what do you think I said about 99% of all dogs that I saw that were under, 4 pounds? Rat! Let's see. This video isn't what's funny. It's these comments. You got that right. XXX, you are my weirdo. That's the last comment I'm going to read because I actually went over the 10 comment threshold, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, you were the 11th comment, so that was a bonus. Now we're going to go to the other one. The other video is titled RIP, which stands for Rest in Peace, Licorice. We had a fish this week, and it unfortunately, it passed away. It happens sometimes. You know, fish, they're not as hardy as reptiles. They could have a quick downspin in health sometimes if the water parameters aren't right, or if you take them out of quarantine, you put them with other fish. Anything can happen. Sometimes they're just doesn't work out. Licorice, rest in peace. But these are the comments that you guys left. 166.7 thousand likes on this video. Over 1,300 comments. Top commenter. I thought you were going to feed it to the dog. Oh, Licorice? Oh, Licorice. I wouldn't have fed Licorice to the dog. But yeah, I mean, the way we make our TikToks are very unpredictable. So that could have happened. So I don't blame why you thought that. Aiden McKinley. Let's see. Second comment. POV, the fish was just sleeping. I promise you. I'm going to like this comment right now. Boom! Liked it. This fish wasn't just sleeping, I promise you. It was left that way. I actually just made sure, too. I always make sure. You don't just bury an animal and throw him 6 feet under for no reason. I let that fish sit all day for 8 hours in the tank, came home, it was in the same spot. So that's where Licorice is today. POV, the fish was just sleeping. Like I said, it wasn't just sleeping. Leo said, let me pour some out for my fallen homie. If you watch this TikTok, you'll see with this comment that just me, Jaden, commented on this and why he commented that. Because if you see the end of this TikTok, you'll see what Leo thought about this fish. It was the most rudest and disrespectful thing a dog could ever do to its fish. But Leo had it out for that fish. Trust me. Leo had it out. Hey, why are you letting that dog something on that something? I'm sorry, Fawnmar. I can't even read your comment because that would spoil my last comment. But I'm still going to shout you out for that. Thank you for the comment. But why did Leo do that? I have no idea. Maybe you can comment below. Why did Leo do that? Watch that TikTok video and you'll see why. At first, I thought you were going to feed it to Leo. Yep, exactly. That's crazy. I mean, should we have done that? That's sick. He was just sleeping. He wasn't just sleeping. You guys stop commenting off of unless all you guys think alike, don't copy off of each other's comments. Try to be original. But if you have to copy off someone else's comment, do it. I'd rather you comment than not. Woman. Wonderful, outstanding, meaningful, amazing. Nah, I'm just playing. What? Leo's not a woman. Leo's a man. Leo is a male dog. Did the fish drown? The fish did not drown. Fish do drown, believe it or not, because people say, how do fish drown? It's in water. If they don't have enough oxygen in water, they will drown from lack of oxygen, believe it or not. Or if you take them out of water for too long, it's the opposite. They're drowning because they have no way to breathe. They can't breathe. I don't know why. Their gills, they're not aliens, advanced like aliens. I don't know. Did you just say pet cemetery? That actually is, sadly, our pet cemetery. We have about five or six fish buried in that area of the cemetery, and we have a bearded dragon. Oh, 2 bearded dragons, actually. So that's really it. It's not a big pet cemetery, and that's over a course of 8 years. So I'd say that's a pretty successful lifespan for everything that comes into our lives. Let me see. Why do people not get sad over the fish dying, but when there's a dog or something else, they cry? It all depends what people accept into their heart as a pet or a family member. As an animal lover, I can genuinely say I love all animals. Spiders a little bit, scorpions, in that arachnid kind of, category, kind of freaks me out sometimes too. But, I mean, I've kind of softened up to spiders since we have a lot of, invertebrates, crabs and crawfish. They resemble a spider somewhat to me too. And I'm like, you know what, it is what it is. I just don't handle spiders. That's it. Let's see. Let me see. Last comment. I choked. I hope you didn't choke. Shadow Hill. My fish is dead, but I don't know how to tell her. And I'm very sorry to hear that, unfortunately. DDCN 1975. Last comment, because it applies to Leo. What's going on with your dog? Well, let's just say, with this clip I'm about to roll, the beef is settled. Leo had his last words with Licorice. Make sure you like, subscribe to this channel. Follow us on TikTok if you want a shout out in our next vlog that we do, just like this. Comment below if we should do more like this. Share this video with other people who will love Leo, love to comment on Leo's videos, love to watch his TikToks, or watch us on this channel. Communicate with us and tell us what you want to see more of. Thank you so much for watching, A1A fam. We love you guys. Can't even explain how much, but not as much as this dog. But we're all family together. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay adventurous. A1A Adventures! Thank you guys so much for watching and commenting on the last post. As promised, we just finished this vlog, and I read the top comments and shouted you out! This is gonna be our least edited vlog, straight talking and reading comments the whole way through. Just gonna rig this thing together, post it,